Assalamu alaikum, dear students. We are learning class 9 science biology. In that, we are learning chapter 14 natural resources. Almost we had completed the three types of natural resources in this chapter, that is air, soil, and water. And also, we had learned about the pollution, the causes of the pollution, and effects. Okay, if you remember, dear students, in the very first video of this lesson, we had talked about the different layers of the earth, that is atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and I already told you that when these three layers are interact with each other, they are in constant interaction with each other. Atmosphere, lithosphere, and hydrosphere are in constant interaction with each other, and they are forming one life living layer, which is called as biosphere, or it is called as ecosphere. So here we have to talk about the one more important layer of this ecosphere. So now we are further moving to the next part of this chapter, that is biogeochemical cycles. So this is the video. It's all about the overview of the introduction of the biogeochemical cycles. The actual cycles we will start from the next video. I hope this video will give you the better understanding of what is biogeochemical cycles. So before starting of this biogeochemical cycles, I just want to tell you that did you know that all elements are recycled over and over again on earth? Whatever the elements are present on the earth, they all are recycled over and over again on the earth. In this lesson, in this video, we will learn about the biogeochemical cycles. Getting dear students, so let's begin with it. So very first, the question is, what living organisms are made of? Have you wondered what living organisms are made of, dear students? Living organisms are made with the, you can say, the building blocks, or you can say the cells, right? As we had already completed the chapter, that is chapter 5. That is the fundamental unit of life is what? Cell. So might be you will give the answer that the cell is the from living organisms are made with the cells. Okay, now these living organisms, either they are the different animals, or they are the birds, or they are the small insects, they are the marine or the water living organisms, they are the plants, either they are the human beings, they are the fungi. All these living organisms are made up with the building blocks. Of course they are cell, but if we go in deep, that the cell is made up of what, that the cell is organism is made up, or cell is made up include elements such as hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, right? So these are the organic building blocks. Which are the organic building blocks, dear students? That is hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus. So the organism is made up with such kind of building blocks. Now, the elements are the key ingredients. These elements like hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, these elements are the key ingredients that makes what? What are making this? That makes up cells. Getting, dear students, of course, the cell is the building block, the fundamental unit of the life, but these are the key ingredients which makes the cell. I hope I am clear to you, dear students. Now, the cells also, DNAs. The DNAs are also made up with such kind of building blocks, dear students. Proteins, the protein which is present in our body, or the protein we get from the animals, we get from the egg, the protein is also made up with such kind of building block only. Even our hair and skin, even our hair and skin is also made up with such kind of building blocks. Getting, dear students? Okay, so if you were break apart the human body, that if you break apart a human body, you would find it is comprised mostly of the element oxygen. You can see over here that in our body 65% oxygen is present, 18.5 carbon, 9.5 hydrogen, 3% nitrogen, and remaining other elements are present. So if you were break apart the human body, you would definitely find that our body is mostly comprised of the element oxygen. So here, if we are going to define a biogeochemical cycle, so we can define as the movement of elements. Which elements? The elements which just discussed a moment ago, that is carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus. So as the movement of elements like those just we mentioned a moment ago through organisms and environment, this movement is called as biogeochemical cycles. In this chapter, dear students, we have to learn four biogeochemical cycles, that is water cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, and oxygen cycle. We will learn in detail all these cycles. Getting their students, okay, a way to remember this is to break apart the word biogeochemical cycle into pieces. Let's see. If we are going to break the word biogeochemical cycle, so definitely we will get three different words. First is bio, second is geo, and third is chemical. So let's see, dear students. The first part of the word bio involves biological organisms. Which are the biological organisms? They are the bacteria, they are the plants, and they are the animals. Getting dear students. So we are here the first part of the biogeochemical cycle. That is the first word is bio. Bio means what? Biological organisms. Which are the biological organisms? Might be they are the bacteria, or they are the plants, or they are the animals. The part of this word is geo. Geo, which involves geological processes. Geological processes. Which kind of geological processes? Weathering rocks. Getting dear student. And the last part of the word indicates chemical processes. Chemical processes such as formation of molecules. Yes, dear students, you are very good in chemistry. I know, dear students, that formation of molecules, that is the last part, which are the chemical. So here the whole word combines, that is biogeochemical cycles. It means that it involves biological organisms, means living things, geo, that is geological processes, it means non-living things, and chemical means formation of molecule cycles. It means that the elements of living organism, the element that is carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, all these elements are cycled into living things, through non-living things, and again come back to the living things. So we have to learn all these biogeochemical cycles. So I hope, dear students, you are clear with the introduction of the biogeochemical cycle. One more example I want to give you, that is the currency of the earth. What is the currency of the earth, dear students? In society, the currency of the earth is money, right? The currency of the earth is money. So when people earn money, so might be when people earn money, they are going to desire getting the desired item like food, or might be they are going to uh, gas for their car in that. So here it is a very common example, dear students. You can say that when somebody earn a paycheck, might be a person go to grocery store and buy some food for him or her or for their family. Once that money will send to the grocery store, might be that grocery store spend that money as pays money as a payment for that employee for their hard work. Okay. Again, that employee uses that money to buy some food for their family. So in this way, this money cycles over and over and is not lost. Getting, dear student, once you are spending some money at particular store or to buy some food or to have a gas in your car, again that money is spent by that particular person for her uses or for him uses. In this way, money is circulating all over the world and is not lost. So, same way, what is the currency of the ecosystem? Like the currency of the earth, what is the currency of the ecosystem? So might be, dear students, you can think over here that elements like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, oxygen, this all are the currency of the ecosystem. Getting, dear students, there is only much available resources that it keeps circulating from one organism to other, and every organism is working hard to gather it so they can use it for a desired result. Getting, dear students, whatever the plants are making food, whatever the carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur elements are present into that plant, by eating that particular plant, that particular elements gets entered inside our body. It means that the elements like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, they all are circulating from one organism to another organism. And in the case of living organism, this desired result might be the growth or strengthening of the certain part of the organism. I hope the introduction of the biogeochemical cycle is clear to you, dear students. In our next video, surely we will start the chemical cycles, and we will start the first cycle, that is water cycle. Thank you.